Chapter 6. Successful deal, 8,000 yuan in hand. Jiang Tao didn't hesitate and walked quickly towards the girl. As he got closer, he realized that this girl was truly beautiful. Exquisite features, fair skin, tall figure, and a good sense of style. She was wearing a long white down coat on top and tight dark blue jeans paired with black marten boots on the bottom. Even though it was the middle of winter and she was dressed warmly, her long legs still looked slender. The whole outfit looked simple, yet very fashionable. However, no matter how pretty she was, it didn't really matter to him as a married man. "Hello, are you He Jing?" Jiang Tao stopped in front of the girl, looked her in the eyes politely, and asked. At his age, he was past the point of being unable to keep walking just because he saw a beautiful woman. "That's me, are you Mr. Jiang Tao?" He Jing had already noticed Jiang Tao approaching and greeted him with a sweet, crisp voice. "Yes, that's me. I brought the watch, take a look." Jiang Tao didn't waste words with He Jing and directly took out the watch with the red strap from his inner pocket and handed it to her. "Okay, let me take a look." He Jing extended her delicate hand and took the watch from Jiang Tao's hand. She first examined the face of the watch carefully, looking at it from different angles. Then she flipped it to look at the numbers representing the model and production date on the back. After that, she checked the strap as well. While He Jing was checking, Jiang Tao felt as tense as a student watching a teacher check his homework, worried that she'd find some mistake. In case there's any flaw that causes the transaction to fail. No. The intelligence system says this watch is worth over 13,000. There shouldn't be any issue. Jiang Tao pushed the random thoughts out of his mind and waited quietly for He Jing's inspection result. "Mr. Jiang, this watch looks quite new and well-preserved. Why are you selling it?" While examining the watch, He Jing casually tried to get a sense of Jiang Tao's intentions. Clearly, she really liked this watch. Her eyes sparkled with appreciation. "I bought it as a Christmas gift for my girlfriend this year, but we broke up and she returned it to me. So I thought of selling it to get some money back." On the way here, Jiang Tao had already thought of a perfect response, answering flawlessly. "Do you have any proof of purchase?" "I paid in cash at the store, and the receipt was used for reimbursement." "Oh." He Jing just asked a couple of probing questions without pressing further. She saw that Jiang Tao's appearance seemed honest and upright, not like a petty thief or a deceiving scammer. After a thorough inspection, she couldn't find a single fault. He Jing looked at Jiang Tao with a smile and said, "The condition of this watch is very good, and there's no quality issue. I'll take it. Pleasure doing business with you." Jiang Tao's expression seemed calm, but he was extremely excited inside. 8,000 yuan was about to be his, equivalent to a month's salary. Without wasting words, they briefly discussed maintenance and return issues and then added each other on WeChat. "Oh, Mr. Jiang, are you also from Ping County?" After adding him, He Jing noticed that Jiang Tao's WeChat background picture was a landmark from Ping County. Large stone with the big red characters for Ping County etched into it. He Jing was very surprised. Jiang Tao noticed she said also and curiously asked, "Miss He, are you from Ping County as well?" Yes. I didn't expect to meet someone from my hometown here." With the hometown connection, He Jing felt much closer to Jiang Tao and more assured about the transaction. "We know each other now, Brother Jiang. Don't call me Missy anymore, just call me Xiaohu, and I'll call you Brother Jiang." Sure. If you ever need anything, just let me know." Jiang Tao replied courteously with a smile, while secretly thinking, "This little beauty isn't trying to cozy up to me to bargain down the price, is she?" "All right, Brother Jiang. I'll transfer the money to you." He Jing didn't have any intention of bargaining with Jiang Tao and swiftly transferred 8,000 yuan to his WeChat. "Got it." Jiang Tao didn't stand on ceremony and immediately accepted the payment. Yes. Brother Jiang, I've got plans to go shopping with a friend, so I'll head out first." After completing the transaction, He Jing pointed to the outside of the subway station, indicating to Jiang Tao that she was leaving. "All right, take care, I won't walk you out." "Okay, goodbye, Brother Jiang." He Jing waved with a smile and turned around to exit through the subway gate, gradually disappearing with the crowd leaving the station. "Made 8,000 yuan and met a pretty girl from my hometown. Not bad. Today's trip was definitely worth it." Jiang Tao glanced again at the payment record on his phone, satisfied, and put his phone back into his pocket. Then he went back into the subway station to transfer to the train heading back to Zhuxinzhuang at 11 a.m. Jiang Tao exited the subway at Zhuxinzhuang station. Outside the station, he waited about 10 minutes and finally caught a bus heading to Zayoshan village, where he rents. He arrived back at Zayoshan just in time for lunch. Having made 8,000 from selling the watch, Jiang Tao decided to treat himself and ordered 2 dishes from a small restaurant on the street to improve his meal. A serving of chicken stewed with mushrooms and a serving of spicy boiled pork slices with a big bowl of rice. That lunch was truly satisfying. The truck was still at the repair shop and wouldn't be ready until 4 or 5 in the afternoon, so Jiang Tao didn't plan to drive today. Feeling full and satisfied, he headed back home for an afternoon nap. He slept until a little after 4 p.m. when his phone, casually left on the bedside, woke him up. He picked up the phone and saw an incoming call labeled as SF Express. Hello? Yes, it's me. All right. Please wait for me at the Roman 20 supermarket. I'll be there shortly. After a brief conversation on the phone, Jiang Tao hung up and hurriedly threw on some clothes and headed out. Within 5 minutes, Jiang Tao arrived at the entrance of Roman 20 supermarket, where he had agreed to meet the delivery person. Sure enough, a guy wearing an SF Express uniform was already waiting there. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Jiang Tao. You called about a delivery for me. Jiang Tao stopped in front of the delivery guy and greeted him with a smile. Hello, mister. Jiang, here's your package. Please sign for it. The delivery guy didn't waste time with pleasantries, directly taking a package out of his delivery van and handing it to Jiang Tao. Jiang Tao took the package and quickly signed his name as the recipient. After signing, Jiang Tao said goodbye to the delivery guy and turned towards the apartment building he rented from. Back home, excitedly, he opened the package. Sure enough, inside was the iPhone 15. He had one in a scan last night. Opening the box and seeing the phone inside, Jiang Tao finally felt at ease. After checking that it booted up without any issues, he placed the phone back in the box. When he first scanned and saw this phone, Jiang Tao's initial thought was to sell it for cash. But after immediately finding an even more expensive watch through the intelligence system, he changed his mind. Giving this phone to his wife as a New Year's gift seemed like a good idea too. Chapter 7. Chapter 7, It's All a Hustle. After checking, there was no problem with the phone. Jiang Tao put the phone into a black backpack he normally carries home. After placing the phone well, he glanced at the time. It was around 5 p.m. The car left at the repair shop was probably fixed by now. Jiang Tao went downstairs to catch a bus to the repair shop to pick up his car. Master Jiang is here. Have a smoke. The car is repaired. It's over there. Go take a look. The owner of the repair shop greeted Jiang Tao with a smile and tossed him a cigarette. I naturally trust Master Tian's skills. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come all this way to have you repair the car. Jiang Tao reached out to catch the cigarette Master Tian tossed him, then took a lighter from his pocket, lit it, and took a puff. These cigarettes costing 50 to 60 yuan taste different from those costing 10 some yuan. Jiang Tao couldn't help but exclaim in his heart that car repair really makes good money. The boss smokes the high-end stuff, much better than what I can afford. Why didn't I learn car repairing when I was young? After a bit of small talk with the repair shop boss, Jiang Tao went to check the newly replaced windshield of his car. After a thorough inspection and finding no issues, he drove off directly. He parked the car at the entrance of Zayoshan village, at the same spot as yesterday, turned off the engine, pushed the door open and got out, humming a tune as he walked into the village. Despite losing a day's work due to car repairs, he gained an iPhone 15 and 8,000 yuan. Day was arguably Jiang Tao's happiest day of the year. Making over 10,000 in a day was indeed a highlight in his life. The last time he made over 10,000 in a day was about 3 or 4 years ago, when he was hit by a BMW while riding and got a bump on his head. The other party was in a hurry and couldn't go through insurance, so they directly handed Jiang Tao 10,000 yuan for medical expenses. Jiang Tao spent 2 yuan at the pharmacy to buy a box of Band-Aids, and the rest became his nest egg. Passing by Pang Dongdong supermarket, Jiang Tao thought about how he only had 1 box of cigarettes at home, so he turned into the supermarket. Boss, do you have any whole packs of Red Luck today? As he entered, Jiang Tao smiled and greeted a plump, fair-skinned boss who was calculating with an abacus behind the counter. The boss was Yu Dongdong, also 30 years old, same as Jiang Tao, but with a different life. Yu Dongdong was a native of Zayoshan, and this supermarket, occupying over 200 square meters, was in their own house. Though Zayoshan isn't large, with fewer than 1,000 locals, it accommodates over 50,000 tenants like Jiang Tao. Even the supermarkets and restaurants in the village do quite well. Despite being inconspicuous, Yudongdong's small supermarket reportedly earns over 100,000 yuan a month, a classic example of making a fortune quietly. Master Jiang, I've saved a pack just for you after work. Pretty thoughtful, right? Seeing Jiang Tao enter, Yudongdong paused in his calculations. While greeting Jiang Tao with a smile, he reached down behind the counter to pull out a pack of Red Luck and placed it on the counter. In recent years, tobacco control has been strict. Cigarettes like Red Luck, costing about 10 yuan a pack, have become scarce and harder to get. Typically, only well-acquainted acquaintances can buy a whole pack. Thanks, give me a bottle. Bottle of white newer, 10-year aged, please. Having made more than 8,000 yuan today, Jiang Tao wanted to indulge a bit, opting for a slightly better bottle of liquor to enjoy. He usually drinks the 15 yuan version of white newer, but the 10-year aged one costs 95 per bottle. Wow. Seems like Master Jiang had a good day. Made some big money. Hearing Jiang Tao ask for 10-year aged white newer, Yudongdong teased him with a smile. Jiang Tao laughed. Us taxi drivers just make some hard money, can't compare to you supermarket owners making easy millions annually. None of it's easy. I'm tied here like a donkey all day. Every day I'm stuck in this tiny spot behind the counter, can't go anywhere. Not as much fun as you out there on the road every day. While chatting and laughing with Jiang Tao, Yudongdong took a bottle of 10-year aged white newer from the shelf. By the way, Master Jiang, blue and white got a promotion going on. Want to try your luck with a bottle? If you're lucky and hit the second prize, this bottle is on the house, and you'll get another one. If you hit the jackpot, you'll directly win a higher-end Red Yun Lang. A bottle of Red Yun Lang sells for 2,500. You can even net 1,000 yuan. Yudongdong said, while taking a bottle of Qinghua Lang from the shelf, trying to sell it to Jiang Tao. Jiang Tao asked curiously, how much is a bottle of this liquor? Yudongdong, 1,499. So expensive. Almost as much as Maodai. Boss, you overestimate me. My mouth isn't worthy of such expensive liquor. Jiang Tao was instantly deterred by Qinghua Lang's price when he heard Yudongdong's quote. As for winning a prize, heh. If winning were that easy, boss, you wouldn't need to sell it here. It'd be all sold out. These promotions from liquor factories are like the carrot in front of a donkey. Visible but unattainable. Just a gimmick. The prize rate is 100%. At the very least, you'll get this small bottle of trial sample. Yudongdong said, while picking up a 100 ml sample on the counter to show. Jiang Tao remained uninterested and said with a smile, I don't have that kind of luck. I'll leave the good fortune to someone else. Boss, you just let me know the total. Yudongdong calculated and said, it's 251 in total. Sure you don't want to try, Master Jiang? No, I don't have that luck. Jiang Tao shook his head with a smile, paid 251 yuan via QR code, and left with his cigarettes and liquor. Leaving Pangdongdong's supermarket, Jiang Tao bought a freshly grilled pancake as he passed the steamed bun shop. At the deli, he grabbed 9 yuan worth of mixed salad and half a pound of pig's head meat. After a round of shopping, Jiang Tao carried several bags back to his rented apartment. Jingle, jingle. As soon as he got home, his wife Zhu Lai's video call came through. Jiang Tao swiped his finger to answer the call. Honey. At the phone you scanned yesterday's ship. As soon as the video call connected, Zhu Lai asked about the phone from yesterday. It's already in my hands. So fast. Of course. Same city delivery in Beijing is very quick. I checked online, the Model U1 has dropped in price. It's only over 4,300 now, and if we sell it, we could get about 3,800 or 3,900. Let's sell the phone. Sure, I'll take it to the village's phone store tomorrow if I have time to see what they offer. If the price is right, we'll sell it. God truly has eyes, letting you win such a big prize when we needed it most. Indeed. The couple chatted on and off for about an hour before hanging up. After the call, Jiang Tao started his dinner. Pancake rolled with pig's head meat, white newer with some small salads and leftover peanuts from yesterday. Simple yet fulfilling dinner. After satisfying his hunger, Jiang Tao didn't have any evening entertainment, so he washed his feet and face and went to bed listening to an audiobook. Recently, he was listening to a book titled Running an Inn at Sanking Mountain, signing in weekly for random rewards. This book was quite interesting, a good way to pass the time. While listening to the book, Jiang Tao was also pondering about the next piece of news. What will the next piece of news be? If only it could be something as lucrative as yesterday's and today's news. A few more of these might allow him to clear his family's external debts before the new year. By then, debt-free, he could spend a good new year with his wife and child. Chapter 8. Chapter 8. Intelligence Refresh, King Yueling Liquor First Prize. When the clock struck midnight, Jiang Tao instantly perked up and started rapidly refreshing the system interface. On the 10th refresh, the new intelligence finally came through. Today's intelligence. While shopping at Pang Dongdong Supermarket yesterday, you acquired the following intelligence. There are 3 boxes of blue and white Lang wine on the shelves of Pang Dongdong Supermarket available for top prize scanning marked, with a total value of 7,500 yuan. Oh my gosh. Seeing today's refreshed intelligence, Jiang Tao was immediately wide awake. Is this for real, blue and white Lang? Are you really offering a grand prize? There are actually 3 top prize boxes on Pang Dongdong's shelves. What kind of insane luck is this? I have to buy it, absolutely have to buy it. As for the cost, yesterday at the supermarket, I heard Yu Dongdong say a bottle seems to be 1,499. If I buy 3, that's only 4,500 yuan. Not only can I get 3 bottles of wine valued at a total of 4,500 yuan, but I can also win 3 top prizes. Then I can sell the 3 prize-winning bottles and make a small profit. The 3 1,499 bottles I bought with my own money I can sell if possible, and if not, it doesn't matter. After all, it's almost New Year's, a bottle for myself, 1 for Dad, and 1 for the father-in-law, just perfectly divided. During the New Year holidays, it's right to offer some filial respect to the elders and reward myself for a year of hard work. Pang Dongdong Supermarket is closed now. I'll just have to go early tomorrow morning. This move is perfect. I can profit a little again. This intelligence system is too powerful. Looking at the Azure virtual screen before him, Jiang Tao seemed to see a broad avenue of happiness unfolding in front of him. Sleep now, gotta sleep fast, and go to the supermarket early tomorrow to grab those 3 bottles of wine. After the excitement, Jiang Tao put down his phone, snuggled into his quilt, turned off the light, and went to sleep. Lying on the pillow, he imagined scenes of winning the grand prize 3 times in a row. In a daze, he didn't know when he fell asleep. He slept until 7 a.m. The next morning, Jiang Tao was awakened by the alarm clock on his phone. He turned off the alarm then and there, got up, and poured the water from the thermos into the wash basin to quickly wash his face. Jiang Tao got dressed, went downstairs, and stopped at a street breakfast shop for some food. A basket of small steamed buns with a bowl of wonton soup. After eating, he felt warm all over. After breakfast, lighting a cigarette, Jiang Tao finally headed towards Pang Dongdong Supermarket. This time of the morning, the street was bustling with office workers hurrying to work, with very few going to the supermarket to buy alcohol. Understanding this, Jiang Tao wasn't in much of a hurry. Stay calm, don't get excited over such a small scene. When he could see Yu Dongdong Supermarket in his sight, Jiang Tao took several deep breaths to adjust his emotions. He rubbed his hands vigorously over his face, relaxed his expression, and finally walked towards the entrance of the supermarket. Upon entering, Jiang Tao saw Yu Dongdong sitting behind the counter, enjoying a steaming pancake roll. Jiang Tao greeted Yu Dongdong with a smile. "Good morning, Boss Yu," grabbing a bite to eat. "Just having a quick fix, Master Jiang off to work." Yu Dongdong cheerfully replied, greeting Jiang Tao with a smile. In Ziyoshan, among a dozen or so supermarkets, his business was the best, largely due to his enthusiastic and cheerful personality. Jiang Tao chuckled and said, "Yep, just passing by and thought I'd check out that blue and white Lang wine you told me about yesterday." "Oh. Master Jiang, how many bottles are you planning to get?" Hearing Jiang Tao mention the blue and white Lang wine, Yu Dongdong's interest was piqued. Yu Dongdong's cousin-in-law is a regional sales rep for blue and white Lang, having asked him to help boost sales. However, most residents of Ziyoshan are working-class folk. Only a few can afford this tier of liquor. His cousin-in-law had delivered 10 cases of wine yesterday, and Yu Dongdong hadn't sold any yet. Jiang Tao laughed and said, "I'll try my luck with 1 bottle first. I heard Boss Yu say yesterday that this stuff can win prizes, and I dreamt last night that I won." "Haha. That's daydreams turning into night dreams. Master Jiang, you're destined for a windfall. Choose the one you want, see if your luck holds." Hearing Jiang Tao's words, Yu Dongdong understood why he came to buy the wine. It's quite normal. Dreams, although intangible, can sometimes influence people's actions. For instance, Jiang Tao dreamt of winning, so he might spend his whole day considering whether the heavens were giving him a hint. Actually, it's nothing. It's purely the brain's daydreaming. Jiang Tao's gaze fell upon the 6 boxes of blue and white Lang wine on the shelf. Indeed. In his field of vision, 3 boxes of blue and white Lang seemed to glow, distinctly different from the others nearby. This must be what the system meant by marked. The second from the left. Boss Yu, let me have that one. Jiang Tao resisted the urge to grab all 3 prize-winning blue and whites at once, choosing to buy one first to test the waters. At this time of morning, there were no other customers in the supermarket, so no one would be competing with him. If Master Jiang wins a top prize, this bottle is free. I'll get it for you, Yu Dongdong said with a chuckle, as he turned and walked to the shelf, tiptoeing to grab the box Jiang Tao chose. 1,499, Master Jiang, settle the bill first, then you can open the box and scan the QR code inside the cap with your phone. All right. Let's wager a bit. At that moment, Jiang Tao, like an acting pro, nonchalantly scanned and paid the 1,499 yuan. After settling the bill, Jiang Tao then opened the wine box and unscrewed the cap. Inside the cap was a unique QR code, only scannable once. Phew. Taking a deep breath, Jiang Tao opened the scanning feature on WeChat, and with a ding, scanned the QR code inside the cap. Congratulations, you have won a top prize. I won. Seeing the scan result, Jiang Tao excitedly exclaimed. Even though he knew this outcome in advance, seeing it with his own eyes was still very exciting. At that moment, Jiang Tao was genuinely moved, no acting at all. What prize? Let me see. Seeing the excitement on Jiang Tao's face, Yu Dongdong curiously leaned over to look at his phone. Whoa, no way. Top prize. Master Jiang, your luck is amazing. Seeing the prize-winning notification on Jiang Tao's phone, Yu Dongdong wore an incredibly surprised expression. Jiang Tao laughed heartily. Ha ha ha, just like in my dream. I actually got the top prize. Thank you so much, Boss Yu. Without you, I wouldn't have won this grand prize. Yu Dongdong's mouth twitched, feeling speechless. Thanks a lot. Had I known I could win the top prize, I would have claimed it myself. How could it have ended up with you? Of course, he knew this was entirely about luck and chance. Probably, this Master Jiang here is just particularly lucky. Jiang Tao looked at Yu Dongdong and asked, By the way, Boss Yu, where do I claim this prize? Yu Dongdong replied, You can redeem it right here. I'll contact the area's sales rep to bring the prize here when he has time. Jiang Tao smiled and said, Great. Thanks a lot, Boss Yu. Just let me know when it arrives, and I'll come over to pick it up. Yu Dongdong, smiling, suggested, Master Jiang with such good luck, why not go for another bottle? You might win again. Sure. I'll take another. I'll have that box. Hearing Boss Yu had set him up so nicely, Jiang Tao immediately played along. He pointed at another glowing box of blue and white Lang wine. Asterisk, 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 Chapter 9. Chapter 9. Winning again and again, shocking the supermarket owner. Yu Dongdong swiftly fetched the box of King Hueling that Jiang Tao had specified. It seemed like he was afraid Jiang Tao might change his mind. Here you go, Master Jiang. Our luck today is really something. I bet this box might at least win a second prize. Yu Dongdong handed the wine box to Jiang Tao with a cheerful smile. The second prize was a bottle of the same King Hueling, worth $14.99. It's equivalent to a buy-one-get-one free deal. According to the official winning rate, the second prize has only a 3% chance, not so easy to win. Haha, I'll take your word for it. Jiang Tao chuckled as he pulled out his phone, scanned and paid Yu Dongdong 14.99 yuan again, and then started to open the box. He opened the wine box, took out the bottle, and with a click, twisted open the cap. Staring at the QR code inside the cap, even though he was mentally prepared, Jiang Tao still felt a bit excited. If nothing unusual happens, he could scan a first prize again, which means another 2,500 yuan. Ding. Jiang Tao used the scan function on WeChat to scan the QR code. Congratulations, you have won the first prize. Won again. Seeing the message on the phone screen, Jiang Tao clenched a fist in excitement. What prize? Seeing Jiang Tao's excited look, Yu Dongdong's curiosity was instantly piqued, and he leaned over to take a look at his phone screen. Upon seeing the winning notification on the phone, Yu Dongdong looked at Jiang Tao in shock. Another first prize? Is the first prize winning rate that high? Does King Hueling want to go bankrupt? Congratulations, Master Jiang. Your luck is just unbelievable. Another first prize. After his initial shock, Yu Dongdong congratulated Jiang Tao once again. He was simply astonished by Jiang Tao's incredible luck, not envious. A profit from his supermarket in a day could buy 1.5 bottles of Hongyunlang. Ha ha ha, yes, today's luck is just amazing. Last night's dream came true. Jiang Tao laughed heartily. Winning 2 big prizes in a row, his mood was, of course, extraordinarily good. Yu Dongdong spoke up again, egging on Jiang Tao. Master Jiang, don't you want to take advantage of this good streak and get another bottle? Another bottle? Hearing Yu Dongdong's suggestion, Jiang Tao was delighted but pretended to contemplate it seriously, showcasing acting skills that could beat many young actors. All right. Last time, no matter whether I win or not, I definitely won't buy anymore. As the saying goes, things come in threes, and if I win again, that would already be the limit. Give me that box. Looks the best to me. Jiang Tao first put on an act to mentally prepare himself. And he pointed to the last wine box that was sparkling in his view. All right. I'll get it for you. Your luck today is strong. This bottle will surely win. I wish you another first prize. Yu Dongdong said with a grin, turning to fetch the wine for Jiang Tao. Jiang Tao swiftly scanned the QR code on the counter, paying Yu Dongdong another 14.99 yuan. Here you go, Master Jiang. Yu Dongdong handed Jiang Tao the box of King Hueling, he pointed out, with a look of someone ready to watch the show. Although he verbally wished Jiang Tao could win another first prize. In his heart, he absolutely did not believe Jiang Tao could win another first prize. Keep in mind, for this King Hueling event, the first prize winning rate was less than 1 in 1,000. Winning 2 first prizes in a row was already extraordinary luck. There's no way he could win a third time, unless. There's no unless. Lucky cat, bless us. Let me win another prize. Jiang Tao pretended to put his hands together in prayer to a lucky cat perched on Yu Dongdong's counter before starting to open the box. He quickly opened the wine box, took out the bottle, opened the cap, and scanned the code. Ding. Congratulations, you have won the first prize. I won. Even though he was mentally prepared, Jiang Tao was still extremely excited when he saw the result. Oh my. Master Jiang, your luck is astounding. You should hurry up and buy a lottery ticket. Maybe you could win 5 million tonight. Seeing that Jiang Tao had scanned another first prize, Yu Dongdong's chubby face lit up with a spectacular expression. If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, he would never have believed it was true. Bought 3 bottles of King Hueling and won 3 first prizes in a row. People wouldn't believe it even if it were said aloud. They'd think he was a King Hueling stooge. Ha ha ha, today's luck is incredible. I definitely have to go buy a few tickets later. Jiang Tao's face beamed with a radiant smile. Early in the morning, winning 3 first prizes in a row, scoring premium wine with a total value of 7,500 yuan. Who wouldn't be happy? By the way, Boss Yu, do you buy this wine here? That Hongyunlang is too premium. I can't bear to drink it. If you do, I'll sell it directly to you. After the excitement, Jiang Tao looked at Yu Dongdong and shared his thoughts. Yes, we do. Are you thinking about selling all 3 bottles of Hongyunlang? Upon hearing Jiang Tao's words, Yu Dongdong's eyes also lit up. The profits in famous wine reselling are also quite notable. Besides Maodai, brands like Sijiu, Hennessy, Mardel Cordon Bleu, and Ramai Martin are relatively rare in the market and tend to retain their value better. Others like Wuliangai, Jiananshan, King Hueling have resale prices that are much lower than their retail prices. The Hongyunlang that Jiang Tao won, even though its retail price was as high as 2,500, if resold, it would go for only 70% of that. If the price is right, I'll sell it. How much per bottle? Jiang Tao looked at Yu Dongdong and asked. It was also his first time selling such expensive wine, and he had 0 experience in this area. We are old acquaintances, Master Jiang. I won't swindle you. For resale, I'll give you this figure. Yu Dongdong's chubby fingers tapped a few numbers on the calculator on the counter. Jiang Tao glanced at the calculator and saw the number 1750. This price met Jiang Tao's expectations. Jiang Tao confirmed with Yu Dongdong. Boss Yu, is this the price for 1 bottle? Ha, of course. That's for 1 bottle. Even as a hard bargainer, I wouldn't give you that price for all 3. Yu Dongdong was amused by Jiang Tao's question. His fingers clicked on the calculator a few more times. For 3 bottles, this is the total. Jiang Tao looked at the calculator, and the number on it changed to 5250. 5250. After subtracting the 4,500 cost he had just spent, he made a profit of 750. Jiang Tao attempted to ask, Do you buy these 3 open bottles of King Huiling? If you bought them elsewhere, I surely wouldn't, but... Yu Dongdong looked at Jiang Tao and said, since you bought them here and opened them right in front of me, if you want to sell, I can offer you 400 yuan per bottle at most. Bought for 14.99, only to be resold for 400, not even close to its original price. However, the bottles were opened. He had taken the grand prize from them, so of course, the price would take a hit. Can't say Boss Yu is being harsh. Never mind. I'll keep these 3 bottles for myself. Entertain guests during the new year. Jiang Tao thought about it for a moment and ultimately decided to keep the 3 regular King Huiling bottles. After all, they are good enough to stand against Maodai. Surely tastier than those on the market going for 3 or 400. All right then, Master Jiang, keep them to enjoy, they taste good too. Yu Dongdong didn't insist, and immediately transferred the 5250 yuan that was calculated earlier to Jiang Tao. Jiang Tao handed over the 3 winning bottle caps to Yu Dongdong, and the transaction was complete. Jiang Tao ended up with 3 bottles of good wine with a retail price of 14.99 each, while also making a profit of 750 yuan. Chapter 10. Chapter 10. Advancing by retreating, bargaining. Yu Dongdong left 3 lottery-winning bottle caps behind. He found 3 wooden stoppers for Jiang Tao and recorked the bottles. See you, Boss Yu. Jiang Tao grinned, waved goodbye to Yu Dongdong, and walked out of the supermarket with 3 boxes of liquor. He barely made it 10 meters out the door when he saw a familiar face heading his way. Yo, Xiao Jiang, not out driving today. Buying booze instead. Got guests at home. The speaker was a tall, big old man with a full head of silver-gray curls and a healthy, ruddy face. His name was Lu Kaiyan, Jiang Tao's landlord. Don't let his age fool you. Uncle Lu was already 70, but he was in great shape and good spirits. His monthly pension was 16 or 17,000 yuan. He owned an old, tube-shaped apartment building, raking in over 30 grand a month in rent. One 70-year-old old-timer's income, enough to beat 7 or 8 young guys. Beijing's average income is sky-high, but retirees like Uncle Lu really do put in their share. The old man had nothing much to do most days. Smoke, drink, perm his hair, walk his pet birds, get into cricket fights, living way better than the kids. No guests at my place, just bought a few bottles while I was picking up cigarettes. Heading off to work in a minute. Jiang Tao flashed a smile and greeted his landlord, ready to be on his way. Hey, isn't that King Huiling? Wow, Xiao Jiang, business must be booming for you lately. Moving up to top-shelf drinks. The old landlord spotted the glimpses of fancy liquor boxes in Jiang Tao's bag. Sure enough, his favorite King Huiling. Jiang Tao perked up at his words. Everyone who's rented from him over the years knows the landlord loves a drink. Plus, he's never short on cash, never settles for anything less than a few hundred yuan per bottle. As he says himself, he's 70 already. How many good years does he have left? Now on, he's eating well, drinking well, playing well, making the most of the rest. Not that he doesn't have the means to enjoy it, either. Jiang Tao's parents are over 60 now, too. The old couple get up at 4 or 5 every morning to pile into the foreman's van for day labor, home only after dark. Working themselves to the bone, they make maybe 5 grand a month, still less than the landlord's pension alone. Some people are born in Rome, some are born draft animals. Even among village folks, the difference between a Beijing village and Jiang Tao's rural hometown is massive. Uncle Lu, let's step over there, I got something to tell ya. Jiang Tao gestured as he spoke, signaling the old man to chat off to the side. Why so mysterious? The old fellow was confused, but followed Jiang Tao a few steps, stopping at an alley entrance. Uncle Lu, these 3 boxes of King Huiling I just bought from Boss Yu. You can go ask him if you don't believe me. Only thing I did was scan the bottle cap QR codes to claim the prizes, didn't touch the booze at all. The QR codes are all cashed out, so now you've just got 3 regular bottles of liquor. If you don't mind that they are already opened, I'll sell 'em to you cheap. No beating around the bush, Jiang Tao went straight to the point with his landlord. Oh. Cheap how? The old man looked genuinely interested. For true King Huiling fans, QR code promos are just a little extra thrill. Even without the prize draws, if you love the stuff, you're still shelling out for it. With that miserable winning rate, the average person could buy 10 bottles and still not grab a second prize. 99.99% are third prize, just a 100 ml sample bottle. Only lucky jerks like Jiang Tao can snag 3 first prizes in a row. Instead of wasting money on odds, a real discount is way better. As for the bottles being opened, for real aficionados, that's no biggie. Even loose liquor commands hundreds a kilo. Jiang Tao thought a moment and said, all 3 for 2,700, about 40% off. The landlord's eyes lit up at Jiang Tao's asking price. If he could nab 3 bottles of King Yueling for 40% off, that'd save him over 2 grand. The old man mulled it for a few seconds, held up 2 fingers at Jiang Tao. 2,000, I'll take em. Uncle Lu, can't haggle me to death. You're straight up cutting me in half. I paid 4,500 for 3 bottles. That's a total slash. Jiang Tao clutched his bag, putting on a wounded look, a real dramatic display. The old man backed off. 2,100, final offer. 2,600, not a penny less. Jiang Tao countered, knowing exactly where to draw the line. How about we both budge a little? You add some, I subtract some, final price 2,300. Come on, you've got plenty. Let me give you my bottom line, 2,400. All right, 2,400 it is. Let me check the goods first. The old man didn't bother quibbling over 100 sign, cheerfully took the bag and started inspecting the boxes. He just likes the fun of bargaining with Jiang Tao. But for Jiang Tao, it's all about survival. 400 yuans, just enough for a decent winter jacket for his daughter. 3 bottles of King Yueling sold for 2,400, a whole double the price Boss Yu offered in the store. Jiang Tao's more than happy with that. Originally, he was planning to keep one for himself to drink. But then he remembered the 90 grand's worth of debt the family's carrying. And he wavered. Come on, what kind of family do we have, slamming 1,000+ bottles of booze? Letting loose isn't for now. Gotta pay off the family debt first. Liquor checks out. All good, Xiao Jiang, let me scan you. The old man's been drinking King Yueling for years. Just a sniff, and he can tell it's legit. Besides, he's known Jiang Tao for over 6 years and trusts he wouldn't pass off fake goods to an old-timer like him. All right, scan me here. Jiang Tao grinned, dug out his phone, and flipped it over so the landlord could scan the WeChat payment code taped to his case. By the way, Xiao Jiang, what prizes did you win with these 3 bottles? The old man asked as he tapped his phone, scanning Jiang Tao's code and entering 2,400 yuan. WeChat payment received, 2,400 yuan. Jiang Tao beamed at the sound of incoming payment, much better than Ozin's 10 beats on the E6. Just 3 first prizes, that's all, Jiang Tao replied with a smile. 3 first prizes? You dreama. The old man laughed and shook his head. No way he believed Jiang Tao bagged 3 first prizes. He just asked casually. If Jiang Tao didn't want to say, no need to press it. Doesn't matter what level of prize anyway, makes no difference to him. He got 3 bottles of King Yueling from Jiang Tao for 2,400, saving over 2 grand. For a true fan like him, a real bargain. Haha, don't believe me, it's fine. I'm off to work, bye now. Jiang Tao waved goodbye, heading out of the village. Young people these days, daydreaming again, first prize, as if it's that easy to hit. I've drunk dozens of bottles, only ever scored a second prize once. The old landlord watched Jiang Tao walk away, chuckling and shaking his head, convinced the young man was kidding around. Not far off, inside Pang Dongdong supermarket. Yu Dongdong, seeing how lucky Jiang Tao was today bagging 3 first prizes, felt his hands itch with curiosity. He cracked open a fresh case of King Yueling, picked out 2 bottles, and started scanning. Congratulations, you win 3rd prize. Congratulations, you win 3rd prize. No surprise. Yu Dongdong scanned 2 bottles and got a guaranteed 3rd prize on both. Scored 2 100 ml sample bottles of King Yueling. How can there be such a difference between people? Yu Dongdong slumped in his chair, swearing never to mess with prize draws again.